Hey music fans, as a roadie I had this great opportunity to tour with all these bands. I wrote a book about my experiences on the road and it was the #1 new release on Amazon and Bios and it's now sold millions of copies on Kindle. I'm Joel Roadie and this is my podcast, Party Like a Rock Star.
I mean, I probably do the lamest reaction videos anyway, because when I see musicianship, that's great. All I'm doing is just grinning ear to ear the whole time.
I'm back with my buddy P. King. We're going to check out Nightwish. P. King was familiar with Nightwish, very familiar actually, which is super neat. And so we had a bit of fun. I actually included some chapter inserts on this. If you guys don't use those, what it means is you guys can skip ahead if you want. In the beginning, we kind of rapped about his coffee. P. King has a coffee here that he made for roadies, and now he sells it. It's called rockdcoffeeco.com, and you guys can buy P. King's coffee and check it out if you want to. So we started talking about other coffee, then we go into the reaction video, and then at the end we started talking about odd lineups of shows, mostly at festivals. And that's kind of fun. If you guys have any festivals that you've been to where the list of bands playing was kind of strange, clue us in, put them in. It's a fun conversation topic. I like it always. So anyhow, I hope you guys enjoy this one. I hope you enjoyed P. King coming on the show. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys on the next one. This is the song Nemo, and I chose a live version of it. Thanks, guys.
So thank you to the audience that's watching this, because this introduces us to various artist realms and various things that you get to see through your suggestions that we normally may or may not get to see. And when we do get to enjoy what other people are showing us, it just opens the world that much more to the great music that's out there.
It's totally true. Here's a fun one. If any of you guys are watching and you're big coffee drinkers, do you have any coffee brands you would suggest for P. King to try since you're a coffee connoisseur?
I do indeed love me some coffee, as you know, since I have my own little brand of coffee, which I put out for the roadies. I wanted them to have something that was, aimed at them. And but I love trying other people's stuff. I've tried various stuff from anything from Catfight to Blackheart to Black Rifle. I mean, all this stuff that's out there. Of course, the Death Wish, because I love a little competition. So but anything that you guys have to suggest for me to try, I'd love to try it.
Cool. I have some Death Wish in the other room. Did you send me that, or did I already have it?
I think you had that one on your own.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But yeah, we've had a little friendly conversations between for my brand in particular and them, and it was lovely. It was a good. They were asking me about mine, and I was always happy to inhale theirs, so to speak, because I drink it fast. But yeah, I'm glad to see so many people out there doing their thing, and I'm like I said, and you mentioned, I'm always happy to try new stuff, so that's fantastic.
All right, so here's what I'm going to try to attempt here. I know you're familiar with Nightwish. You told me you're a Nightwish fan, so you've done shows with them too?
We've done I've been on festivals where they were at. Like this past year when I was out with Black Label, they were on a couple of the festivals that we did, and always happy. I got turned on to them years ago by a bus driver that I had, an English gentleman named John, and he turned me on to him. This is many moons ago, and absolutely loved it. And it was wonderful and very refreshing to hear, like almost of a symphonic metal type of thing that's out there, to hear it that strong and keep it going. Because I grew up on this stuff like Helloween and stuff like that, and I loved it. So to hear them doing their thing, it was fantastic. Even through both singers that I've listened to, all the time. Let's do it.
It's funny because I just watched Helloween for the first time yesterday because someone suggested it. I don't think I'd heard of them before. I totally dug it. That singer is great, man.
Oh, yeah. I got turned on to them. A dude I used to be in a band with back in high school, this dude, Kevin Hunt, he talked to me about him. And he's like, man, you got to check this stuff out. And for the time period I was in my life, it was right up my alley. And then later on in years, it was been 20 years, 30 years, shit, I'm old, to come back and hear them live at Wacken was just, I was blown away and loved it. And it sounded just as good as the day I heard it the first time.
That's cool.
Loved it.
All right, so I've tried to select a song that I don't think you'll know. I don't know it, so I just grabbed something.
Sure.
And, if you do know it, you get to listen to it again. You can let me know. It's called Nemo. And so,
all right, let's give it a shot.
So we'll give it a shot together. We'll see. All right.
Kiitoksia!
What's interesting is this guy's name is Tomas, I think, and he plays the piano always at that angle. I've never seen another guy play it like that. Have you?
No, I can't say that I have. Maybe somewhere, but it might have been just like a, the keytar thing that they used to have, which is like the guitar keyboard thing, but never one that's just stationary.
Like totally down like that. And I've seen him do it a few times here, so it's interesting.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Hei! Siinä on toi kaveri, kun kirjoitti biisin riffi. Koko biisi. Herra Tuomas Holopainen!
Without her name, without her honest heart.
love them.
Outstanding. Outstanding. I'll tell you what, anytime that you see that many great musicians on stage and they're having fun doing what they're doing, and you know that some of them are classically trained just by the way that they play or sing, and to see them throw that kind of metal out there is just fucking amazing.
It's so cool, man. And then she was like circling. She's I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I love them. I'm like, I lose words when I watch them because I don't know what to say because I enjoy their
absolutely.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
good.
Tell you what, it's kind of weird that you see some things like you'll go to different festivals and you'll see a lot of bands that kind of sound the same, and then like I say, you go overseas and you see bands that are playing up there, and you're like, how is this kind of fit into the lineup? I mean, I get the music, but how's this gonna like translate? And you see the entire crowd go ape shit, and I love it.
So I did one. It was STP, Godsmack, and I don't know, whoever else. And
right.
One of the bands, it was before, I think it was before us. I think it was before STP. It was the Blue Man Group.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the hell playing this? That was the weirdest lineup. And those dudes, man, they came off the stage, the Red Man Group. They got pelted and nonstop, and they never left the stage. They kept it going. But can you imagine going on? You're the Blue Man Group, and you go on after Godsmack? I mean,
yeah, that's rough. That's a hell of a lot.
Yeah, that was a weird one. Another weird one was, what's the band? You and Me and Me and You.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What's that band? It's
So Happy Together. Yeah.
The Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
I had one of the guys on here actually. I can't remember the name of the band, but Jim was on it. Jim Pons, who was the bass player for the Turtles. Cool cat, great guy. If you guys want to check it out, here's a link to it. But they were playing on a festival bill with Poison, dude.
What?
Yeah. And they were great. I loved it. They were so good because it's Flo and Eddie, and they were telling you, they give you a history lesson about everything. And it was super cool, but it was the same thing. Just as soon as they got on the stage, it was like, oh, this is going to be good. Like high level.
Dude, I mean, yeah, anytime you can throw something like that in, that's phenomenal. And it's like you got a lot of the metal festivals these days, and you got different influx of different types of people. Like you got Jelly Roll that's in there with like, Sabaton, and then you've got like Tech Nine in there who's doing stuff, and the cross genre thing. To see like a band like the Turtles come on with the same set as Poison, that's phenomenal.
It's phenomenal. But you know what? I was so excited. I'm like, oh, finally, I don't have to hear some 80s long hair band thing, man. Something different. And I was so stoked, dude. And I sat there with CC, man. And CC and I just sat there on the stage watching them. And I'm like, so glad it's not some ass rock. And he's like, shut up.
Yeah.
You're fired again.
You're fired. Get out.
But yeah,
that's great.
Really, yeah. Well, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, man. Anytime, brother. Anytime.
Yeah, we'll do some more sometime. You have to let me know. You have to pick a couple.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll come up with some. I got to go head back overseas February 9th doing the LAMB of God Creator. And I think Municipal Waste, I think, is who's out with us. So I'll get over there and do that. I'll be back end of March, and we'll try to get together and do another one. I'll pick up some on the way.
Maybe some Helloween.
Yes. I like where your head's at. We're going to do that.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. I now have a Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Discord, and even a Patreon. The Patreon you can join for as little as $1. The handle on all of them, it's of course, Joel Roadie. I'll see you guys on the next one.